Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And if you're brand new here, what we do is we watch a whole highlight reel of one of the players in this upcoming draft class. We'll point out key things that we see, what kind of traits they have on tape, and just get a general overview of what kind of player we're dealing with. At the end of the video, we come up with a player comparison. That way we can get a good idea as to how the player might project in the NFL. If you guys are interested in that kind of content, I suggest you guys hit the subscribe button down below. That way you guys can stay up to date and we can go through this draft process together. The prospect that we're taking a look at today is Jordan Addison, formerly from Pittsburgh. He transferred over to USC, who is essentially the reason that Kenny Pickett got drafted in the first round last year. He won the Biletnikoff in 2021, and he was just an absolute stud. He then elected to hop in the transfer portal to go play with Caleb Williams. He had an up and down year and dealt with some ankle injuries, but the player that we saw in the past was still there. He's still an explosive playmaker, and he might be the wide receiver 1 in this class. Jordan Addison's currently listed at 6 foot, 175 pounds. He definitely looks that size on tape. We'll see in this coming week how much he weighs and how tall he is at the combine, but nonetheless, he's a little undersized. He's not the prototypical wide receiver 1 size. Looking at his true freshman year, he was used in a high volume role. He logged 60 receptions for 666 yards, as well as 4 touchdowns. He then went on to have his super explosive sophomore season. This was the season that eventually led to his Biletnikoff Award. 1,593 yards with 17 touchdowns. He was the best receiver in college that year. And then last season, he was still the same receiver. He went to a new school. He didn't play up to the same standard, but he had all the same traits. He was still a very explosive playmaker on the field. And he also dealt with some injuries, but the player that we saw in 2021 is definitely not gone. He's still a huge playmaker, and I would bet that you'd be able to see some of that same production in the NFL. All right, here we go. Bottom of the screen. Look for number 3. He's got a little slimmer build. Some people compare him to like Devontae Smith. Now, Smitty was a phenomenal prospect. I don't think that Jordan Addison's going to be that kind of player, but they definitely have some similarities in size. All right, let's get after it. Ooh, shifty off the line. Quick. Nice whip route. That always wins with those fast guys. You see Josh Downs and Zay Flowers doing this kind of stuff on the goal line. It just always wins. It wins in the NFL as well. Here he is in motion. You'll see a little dump off here. I remember this exact play. Perfect little dump off. He picks him up. He gets the touchdown there. You can see he doesn't have like crazy play strength, but he's got some fight in him. He's got that dog. Bottom of the screen here, he's going to catch a little screen pass, and then he's going to get skinny and just find the end zone here. The little screen, come back to the quarterback, and he just finds a way. He's got good vision to get to the end zone. I feel like he maneuvers this really well with the ball in his hands. That's some good yak for a smaller guy. Okay, so bottom of the screen here, this looks like a Devontae Smith play right here. Watch him hit the burners and just beat that corner who's sitting there deep. Tracks that thing right into his hands. Caleb Williams with a dot. Nice and easy. Bang, dude. He hits the burners. He really has good high-end speed. Good balance there. Here he is right here. You're going to see him do a nice little fake outside and then come in as like a deep post. Watch Caleb just hit him right in his hands. Bang. Deep shot. Right in the hands downfield. Good catch. Addison's right here. Look at the little stab move. He fakes outside to attack the leverage on the corner, and then he cuts it inside for the deep post. Watch this. Bang. Attack that leverage. The guy spun around. Track that all the way in. What a dot. Here's another swing pass here in the backfield. Get too much speed, beats him around the corner. Let's see it. Top of the screen. Nice hole shot, Caleb. Wow. Caleb Williams, absolute star. He's going to have just a small window to get this ball to Jordan Addison before Addison gets drilled, or the ball could get jumped for an interception. This is called a hole shot. Caleb finds the window. Addison's real patient and has a bunch of confidence with the ball. Caleb finds the window, throws a good ball, and Addison has the composure to be able to come down with this catch easy. This is really pitch and catch here. Perfect timing. Good job. Here he is, bottom of the screen. This was one of my favorite games of the year. Utah versus USC. Bunch of big plays on the day. You're going to be able to see a really good route from Jordan Addison here, but an even better throw right on the money by Caleb Williams. He's going to catch the ball right around here. This connection was awesome. I would have liked to see it for more than 1 year. Look at the accuracy. The great hands catch. He goes and gets that ball. Watch him pluck this thing out of the air. Just plucks it. And he turns into a runner right away. Top of the screen right here. Here's another deep shot. He cuts in. Caleb puts it on him. A little bit of yak there. I like that he gets twisted up right here and he doesn't just go down. Like, he doesn't go down immediately. He has good balance. Couple extra yards of yak there. That's huge. Watch the burst off the line of scrimmage here. He's just going to attack vertical right away. Look at this. He's zooming. He's got a really good burst. Really good speed. Nice catch. Corrals it right in. He's fighting even though he stepped out of bounds. Right here, you're going to see that his biggest asset is his speed. He just has so much speed. He's a fluid operator. Great throw by Caleb. And it's just so much yak right there. Just watch him hit the burners, dude. Up. Separation. He's got 2-3 steps on that guy. Lincoln Riley's in his bag here. This is Jordan Addison in the backfield with Caleb Williams. What he's going to do is he's going to run a route out of the backfield. So it's like pretty delayed. And then Caleb's just going to put a dot right on him for an easy touchdown. But he shows really good focus here. He has such crazy speed. I wouldn't be surprised for a 4.39 maybe. This one's definitely not an Addison highlight, but I figured I'd just add it in anyway. This was a huge connection between Caleb and Addison. But just watch Caleb here. What the hell is he? He's on his Superman shit. He comes back to the quarterback to help out there. Good catch. Caleb's special. Here's Addison right here. This is going to be another Caleb Williams highlight, but at least from the beginning of the play here, you can see that Addison has like a complete release package. He does these really twitchy jab steps to attack the leverage and the balance of the DB. Watch him off the line. Bang. Once he puts his foot in the ground, he's got some real acceleration. Comes back to the quarterback again to help out. I mean, it was busted coverage all day long, but they made a play. That was a little bit of a shorter highlight tape. I could throw in some Pittsburgh highlights, but he had such a crazy year that sophomore year. We'd be sitting here watching all day. He's had a lot of highlight-worthy plays, but we're just going to get right into my comp. So I think the most notable things that we saw out of Jordan Addison were his releases. He had really good speed. His acceleration was great. It felt like he was an above-average route runner, and he had some good plucky hands. He would snatch the ball out of the air. He didn't play like he was small, although he does have a slender frame, but it looks like he could command high targets in the NFL. So my comp for Jordan Addison is definitely Calvin Ridley. You can see that they come in with a very similar height and weight. Their speed at a 4.43, that might be right around where Jordan Addison is. Addison has a chance to be even faster than that, but I think they possess a lot of the similar skill sets. Although their production is a little bit different, you could see down here, it looks like Addison was a little bit better in the touchdown department, as well as used a little bit farther downfield, but nonetheless, they have a lot of the same skill sets. Ridley ended up being a back end of the first round type of wide receiver. I could see Jordan Addison being the same. I would probably put the over-under for his draft selection at like 15 maybe. It would not surprise me if he fell to like the Chargers or the Giants. Let's take a little look at Calvin Ridley in college. He was a lot of fun to watch. He was super advanced in all of his movements. He was very fast, super good route runner. So let's see how they stack up. Little screen pass here, hit the Jets. He has that burst. I completely forgot that they're both number 3 as well in college. Yeah, he's got some good speed. Little deep shot. That looks like Addison. Another deep shot. Yup, right in the bucket. These highlights look kind of similar here. Same kind of usage. Oh, hell yeah. He was so explosive. That's the kind of stuff that Addison does, though. Let's see a couple more here. Hit the burners. Such good speed. Little goal line fade. Mosses him. We didn't really see too many mosses out of Addison. He definitely had him in his sophomore season. Oh, disrespectful. He's got the quickness. All right, so obviously the comparison isn't perfect, but you're never going to get the perfect comparison. I think they're very similar. They have similar body size, similar play style, and I think they project to a similar role in the NFL. You might even see similar draft capital as well. I really like Calvin Ridley as a pro, and I think Jordan Addison has a chance to be the same kind of player. It might be worth taking a shot at Jordan Addison in your rookie drafts for those guys who play dynasty football. I think a lot of teams could use that kind of explosive playmaker, and he looks like a real complete wide receiver. He's used on deep shots, over the middle. He can win right on the boundary. He's really shifty on the goal line. There's a lot to like with this player. So if you guys like watching Jordan Addison, be sure to hit a like. If you guys like the frequent college related content, hit the subscribe button down below, and we'll catch you in the next one.